Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I am coming to you live from the campus of Beaver Country Day School in Brookline, Massachusetts. Here to bring you coverage of today's high school JV boys soccer contest between the visiting Minutemen of Revere High School and the hosting Brookline High Warriors. As you can see, the Warriors warming up over here in the blue jerseys on my left, while the Revere Minutemen huddling up with the black jerseys on my right. Now, I wasn't able to get the Revere roster before this game, unfortunately, but I do have the Brookline roster. So before this game gets underway, let's read off that roster for these Brookline High Warriors. Going in order of jersey number for Brookline, first off, we have a sophomore, number 3, Matthew Carson. Next up, a sophomore, number 4, Seiichi Ito. A junior, number 6, Bruno Amaral. A junior, number 10, Eli Traub. A freshman, number 11, Santiago Sierra. A sophomore, number 12, Aiden Capusta. A sophomore, number 14, Hunter Okusik. A freshman, number 15, Travis Applebaum. A freshman, number 16, Jad Torres. A sophomore, number 17, Benjamin Speecher. A sophomore, number 19, Zachary Lee. A sophomore, number 21, Owen Hoffman. A sophomore, number 22, Konstantinos Antoniadis. A junior, number 24, Tony Zhang. A sophomore, number 25, Frederick Schreiber-Wachnick. A sophomore, number 27, Timur Tunkman. A sophomore, number 28, Joshua Bittner. A sophomore, number 29, Nathaniel Lockwood. A sophomore, number 31, Andrew Bacon. A sophomore, number 32, William Engeland. And then the team's 3 goalkeepers, sophomore Santiago Hernandez, sophomore Edward Brooks, and freshman Alec Smagula. Head coach of the Brookline High JV boys soccer team is Adam Orlando. So that is the roster for Brookline today. And it's my first time covering this team, so if anyone watching this live stream happens to know the proper pronunciation of someone's name, if I'm flubbing someone's pronunciation, please, I encourage you to correct me in the live chat. In addition, if you notice anything else going wrong with the stream, anything with the audio quality, anything with the video, again, I encourage you to let me know with comments in the live stream. And of course, if you enjoy this broadcast, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I've got plenty of Brookline Warrior sports on the docket this fall and in the seasons to come. So be sure to stay tuned for those. Subscribing to the channel can help. So like I said, first time covering this JV team. So if I'm getting anyone's names wrong, please correct me. And also, unfortunately, I didn't determine who was in net for Brookline today, as they don't have jersey numbers for the goalies on the roster I was given. So if anyone is able to recognize the kid playing in net for Brookline, please let me know. They just had the captains meeting at midfield. This, the JV boys soccer game. Varsity is currently playing over at Skyline Park against this same Revere High School Minutemen program. Looks like we've got one of our first comments in the live chat today from Jonas Balaban saying, "Let's go Drick," which I assume refers to number 25, Frederick Schreiber-Wachnick, whose name I might be flubbing the pronunciation of. Again, if anyone notices me saying any names wrong, please correct me in the live chat. Looks like both teams have got their, are getting their starting 11 out on the field. For Brookline, I see number 32, William Engeland. I see number 25, Frederick Schreiber-Wachnick. I see number 4, Seiichi Ito. I see number 16, Jad Torres. I believe I see number, is that number 30? And number 30 is unfortunately not on the roster I was given, so if anyone knows who that is, again, live chat. I see number 6, Bruno Amaral. I see number 1, who is also not on my roster. Oh boy. I see number 24, Tony Zhang. And number 17, Benjamin Speecher. So I don't know if it's alternate jersey numbers today or something, or if I was just given a slightly incomplete roster. But again, if anyone is able to help identify some of these players that I can't identify by commenting in the live chat, that would help me out a great deal. In the meantime, looks like Brookline's going to get the opening possession. Number 16, Jad Torres at midfield, getting ready to get us underway. Once again, my name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, coming to you live from Beaver Country Day School in Brookline, Massachusetts, for today's high school JV boys soccer contest between the Brookline High Warriors and the Revere High Minutemen. Pass goes back. We are underway. It's lifted across midfield. That's going to bounce all the way to Engeland. Tried for sort of a back foot touch there, but didn't work. Taken away by Revere. Revere's number 6, dribbling it across midfield, trying to send a pass down the far side. Kicked away by number 24, Tony Zhang. Brookline trying to work it up the far side. Can't do it. Number 2 lifts it again down the far side. And again, Zhang walls him off. Good defense early from Tony Zhang. Brookline again trying to work it upfield. Pass goes back to Zhang, and he passes it back to the keeper, who I'm told in the live chat is Alex Smagula. Long lifting kick from Smagula, deflected back, gets to Torres. Torres lifting it out to the near side to Engeland, but he's cut off by Revere's number 54. Number 54 pass to the middle, broken up by Seiichi Ito, and then knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Brookline ball. Frederick Schreiber-Wachnick throws it into number 1, back to Schreiber-Wachnick, back to number 1. Now back to Ito, swung across to Zhang. Zhang pass to the outside to Benjamin Speecher. Speecher kicks it upfield, knocked back to Bruno Amaral, who can't get a clean foot on it, and it goes out of bounds. That'll be a Revere ball. Throw in to number 22. It's knocked back, and now that pass broken up by Amaral, but again, it goes out of bounds. Another throw-in goes off ahead, and they're going to call an over-the-back foul against the Minutemen, so the Warriors get a free kick. Free kick from Speecher. Was almost downed by Torres, but taken away by Revere. And again, walled off by Zhang, and it's kicked upfield by Speecher, gets to Ito. Ito trying to dribble his way through, gets it to Amaral. Amaral gets surrounded, and it's taken away by the Minutemen. Knocked back by Zhang, gets to number 1, passes back to Speecher, kicks it across midfield. Deflects. Nice deflection from Torres to the outside. Dribbling with it is Ito. Ito pass back to Torres. Torres working it down the far sideline. Now an out-of-bounds call. Revere was calling for it multiple times but did not get it. Now they've got it, and they've got a throw-in deep in their own end. Throw-in. Kicked upfield, downed nicely by number 1. Knocked away, though, and taken by Revere. Pass goes back to number 8, across to 22, back to 8, and then through to 6. Kick is deflected now, and Speecher kicks it away. It goes back to Ito. Almost a dangerous chance there, but scooped up by the keeper. Bouncing along. Now taken by Ito. Popped high in the air, bouncing along, and it is taken after a brief drop by the Revere keeper. Am I going crazy, or does Brookline have 2 number 4s on the field? That is weird. Yeah, they do. They've got 2 number 4s on the field. Zhang lifts this one down to the Revere end, and it looks like Revere prepared to just watch it go out and draw the goal kick. So a few players I have trouble identifying. No number 30 on my roster, no number 1 on my roster, and we've got 2 number 4s on the field for Brookline. And Revere takes this one, 8 passes to 10. Broken up by 1 number 4, passed over to Engeland, up to number 30. Number 30 dribbling, almost got the pass through to Torres, but not quite. Recovered by Engeland, back to Schreiber-Wachnick. Lifted down the far side, deflected, almost a juicy chance for number 30, but desperately the Minutemen knock it out of bounds. That is going to be a corner kick for Brookline. A bit tough to see the corner from this angle. Torres going to take the kick, comes in low, and it's deflected right back by Revere. Kicked out, and that's going to be a throw-in for Brookline. Schreiber-Wachnick throws it into Engeland, keeps it in bounds, gets it back to Schreiber-Wachnick. Pass to number 1, then back to Engeland. His kick is deflected into the air. Kicked back in the air again. Schreiber-Wachnick heads it. It's headed back by the Minutemen and controlled by Revere's number 30. Couple passes, winds up with 8. 8 pass, intercepted by one of the number 4s. Passed back to Amaral, now back to Zhang. Now to the outside to Speecher. Kicks through, walled off. Schreiber-Wachnick whiffs on the kick. It goes back to number 1. Pass bounces over to Engeland. Engeland trying to fake out his defender, trying to gain the edge, but he's being pushed away from the ball by number 54, taken away by the Minutemen. Now taken back by one of the number 4s, and that kick is going to be allowed right through for a goal kick. Nate Lockwood is number 1. Thank you, Jack Fitzgerald. That helps me out in a big way. For some reason, he's listed as number 29 on the roster. So thank you again, Mr. Fitzgerald. Number 30 lifts a high one down to one of the number 4s. Dribbling around, fires a shot. Bounces just wide. So we've got one of the mystery players identified, as that was almost a great shot by one of the 2 players wearing number 4 today. And this kick is walled off by number 30. Quick shot. What a save by the Revere keeper. Huge chance for Jad Torres. Punt is deflected in the air by Amaral, chased down by Lockwood. Lockwood passes back to Schreiber-Wachnick, up the field to Engeland, now back to Lockwood, knocked away from him, taken by Revere. Number 6 sending a pass, walled off by number 4. Number 4 passes to Amaral. Now pass to the outside to Speecher, kicked up field. It's lost by the other number 4, and Revere just boxing out and letting it roll out for another goal kick. Goal kick sent out to the far side. Sent towards the middle where it's knocked away by Torres. Goes back, and Zhang is going to get it under control. Now long kick from number 4, deflected down by Revere, kicked back upfield, gets to 22, taps to 8. 8 being hassled from behind by 30. He gets the ball away. It's taken by Revere's number 30, and it's kicked away by number 4. And number 54 lifts it high and out of bounds. Schreiber-Wachnick throws it in, and it's headed away by Revere. Kicked. It's going to go out of bounds. That might have been deflected. We'll see which way the official points. Looks like they're pointing at Brookline ball. Schreiber-Wachnick throws it in to 30. 30. Centering kick, it's through to Engeland. Nice shot, nice save. Number 4 on the rebound. Oh, just whiffed. And Revere clears it out. 2 juicy chances back-to-back for Brookline there. Now a long launching kick is going to go well wide. Number 54 taking the goal kick for Revere. Cross midfield it goes, headed down by number 4. Number 10 kicks it along to number 6. Number 6 passes back, cut off by Amaral. Now kicked along, controlled by 30. Knocked away from him. And controlled, knocked away by Schreiber-Wachnick. Retaken by 54, and then a slide by Engeland knocks it out of bounds. 54 throws it in, headed away by 4. Now deflected back and forth, taken by Lockwood. Lockwood passes ahead to Amaral. His pass off the mark, taken back by Revere's number 5. Pass to number 8, back to number 5. Back through, intercepted by Lockwood. Kicked upfield, knocked away, recovered by 30. 30 dribbling, slide tackle by number 2 to take the ball back. Kicks it upfield. Zhang boots it right back. Goes off the head the wrong way, and the attempted clear from 59 slices off his foot and out of bounds. Jason Rabat is the defensive number 4. Jack Fitzgerald coming in clutch for me here. Throw in. Goes over everybody and right into the hands of the keeper. Even if the keeper hadn't grabbed that, that wouldn't have even counted. So we now know that the number 4 along the back line is Jason Rabat, and the number 4 along the forward line is Seiichi Ito. Long kick, knocked away by Zhang. Engeland taps it for number 30, who knocks it back to Engeland. Engeland tries to fake, almost knocked loose by the defender, tries to fight through, forces the corner kick. Strong effort by Engeland there. Now Torres going to take the corner kick. Can just barely see him in the frame. Corner kick coming in. And deflected out by Revere. Downed, and a kick by Speecher is deflected into the air. Schreiber-Wapnick chases it down. Past the outside, broken up by 54. Taken back by Schreiber-Wapnick, passed up. Now Schreiber-Wapnick launches it into the air. Kick! That one's in! Number 30 with a beautiful kick out of midair off the assist from Schreiber-Wapnick. Number 30 is Eli. So I assume, as he's the only Eli on this roster, that's Eli Traub. So Eli Traub, until I am corrected, that's how I will assume it. And Traub gets him on the board, 1-0 off the assist from Schreiber-Wapnick. 1-0 Brookline. Revere trying to operate on the counter. Ball is lost, taken by Schreiber-Wapnick. Tapped out for Rabat. Rabat kicks it, deflected away, and out of bounds. We got a couple subs in for Brookline, I just noticed. As Schreiber-Wapnick throws it in. It's knocked away. Controlled by Amaral. Passed to the outside, but couldn't be corralled by Speecher. Instead, it's taken by 19, passed back, goes back to 10. Now tapped back, and he was trapped. And now this is taken by number 31, Andrew Bacon. Knocked out of bounds. So we got a few new players out there for Brookline. Number 31, Andrew Bacon being one of them. I believe I saw number 14, Hunter Okusic. This is Traub dribbling through, though. Deflects away and goes back to Schreiber-Wapnick. No, he's going to let this one roll, and it's kept in by Revere, but well covered by Rabat. Rabat sends a pass. It's deflected away by number 8. Controlled for a second, but Schreiber-Wapnick smartly takes it back. Couple of passes. Amaral sends it back to Zhang. Now to the outside to Speecher. Now up to, I think, Ito, and then a couple passes taken away by Revere. Deflections going back and forth now. Bouncing high in the air. Controlled by number 23 and cut off by 54, but he's going to chase it down, try and keep the play going. It's knocked out of bounds by Revere. And number 23 is not on my roster either. Jack, I'm going to need some help again. I am now being told that number 23 is Owen Hoffman. He was listed as 21 on my roster. I'm happy for the correction. Now Amaral kicks it to the outside to Hoffman. Hoffman kicks it up to Traub. Attempted pass, knocked away. Traub takes it back. Pass to the middle. Back to Traub. Big chance for Traub. Fires a shot. Goalie saves it. Rebound deflected. Hoffman's got it. Hoffman trying to tap it along, and Revere just barely walls it off. You can tell by Traub's reaction, he wants that one back. Schreiber-Wachnick now lifts it. Traub racing to the net. It's knocked away by the keeper, but into open space. Hoffman centering kick. Oh, wait, that's going in! Owen Hoffman with the curveball shot. I thought he was going for a centering kick there, but he had just the right angle to get that one in the back of the net. 2-0 now the Brookline lead, and we've got a timeout called. Question from Farid Martinez, is varsity playing at the same time or later? They are playing at the same time. They're up at Skyline Park. They're facing Revere's varsity team. You know, unfortunately, I couldn't be in both places at once, and I was asked to cover the JV game today. So 2 goals for Brookline so far. One from Eli Traub, assisted by Frederick Schreiber-Wachnick, and then one from Owen Hoffman. And then we got a comment from a familiar name for me, Jacob Smagula, Jesse the Goat, men's volleyball broadcasting legend. Happy to see you tuning in, Jacob. I assume following the exploits of your younger brother in net for Brookline today, Alex Smagula, and hope all's well off at college. We get this underway after the timeout. 2-0 the Brookline lead. Zhang kicks that one upfield, deflected, and knocked back by Hunter Okusick. He kicks it, it's walled off. And number 4 boots it up to number 20, taken back by Schreiber-Wachnick. He kicks it up to Traub. Traub dribbling through, but it's knocked away. Just got a little too far away from him there. Now Rabat getting ready to throw this one in. Throws it in, gets to Bacon, but knocked away from him. Deflects back and forth. And they're saying that's off Brookline. That'll be a goal kick. Goal kick is sent up. It's knocked down by Okusick. Pass to Bacon. He chips it along for Traub. Traub trying to fight his way through, but he was double covered. That one is deflected out off of Hoffman. Throw in. Schreiber-Wachnick kicks it away, but it goes right back to number 3. Up the line, intercepted by Schreiber-Wachnick. Sending a pass through, leading for Traub. Traub chasing after it, centering kick. Oh, knocked, but saved by Revere. Nearly a spectacular crash to the net by number 7, who is also not on the roster. Zhang passes it over to Rabat. Now up to Amaral. Back to Rabat. Rabat's kick deflects, winds up at number 20. Now his kick cut off by Rabat, and he launches it out of bounds. deflecting back and forth. Hoffman gets a pass through to Traub. Traub tries passing to the middle, but not there. Revere couldn't clear it. They were deflecting in the way of each other. Tapped through by Okusic, over to Bacon, now back to Amaral, now out to number 7 on the far side. Couldn't keep control of it, taken away by Revere. Now ball deflected away by Okusic, taken by Rabat. Rabat kicks it along, leading for Amaral, but then cleared away by the Minutemen. Off the long kick, it's kicked away by Schreiber-Wachnick. Goes out to number 7. Knocked away from him, but taken by Amaral. His pass off the mark, cleared out by 5. Deflects along to number 23. Pass ahead. Couple deflections, and it's taken away by Speecher. Gets it to Zhang. Now over to Amaral, now back to Speecher. Lifts it high and across midfield. Headed along by Bacon. And taken by Revere's number 3. His kick bounces off the body of Okusic, taken by number 10, pass to number 8, and then up to 23. 23 dribbling, cut off by Rabat, but it's knocked back to number 3. Pass to the middle to 8. Stolen by Okusic. Hunter Okusic off to the races, launches it himself and misses just barely wide. Number 7 is Santiago Sierra. Thank you, Jose Sierra. And we've got another sub checking in for Brookline. That appears to be number 3, Matthew Carson. Goal kick lifted in the air. Knocked by Lockwood. Battle for the ball. Gets it ahead to Ito. Ito dribbling. And gets tripped up. And there's our first penalty whistle of the game. Another sub I saw checking in for Brookline, number 12, Aiden Kapusta. Huge shout out to all the folks in the live chat helping me identify the roster here today. As that kick goes off the post. Long free kick for Brookline. I almost missed a goal there. Very close as this one's deflecting around. Fighting for it. It deflects to Bacon. Shot is walled off and the rebound is missed wide. The Minutemen keeper, or no, it was deflected out by a defender, so this is going to be a corner kick for Brookline. Going to be taken by Torres once again. Sends it in low, deflected into the air, and deflected in the air again. Schreiber-Wachnick kicks it upfield, cut off by number 3. His kick deflected out of bounds off of Carson. Looks like also having subbed in for Brookline, I saw number 28, Joshua Bittner. Number 54 dribbling, sends a pass, deflected by Carson but recovered by 20, sends a shot, and that's just going to roll harmlessly into the arms of Smagula. Smagula's had a pretty easy afternoon so far, as the Brookline defense has been spectacular in walling off the Minutemen. Number 23 trying to force it through, broken up by Lockwood. Lockwood pass to the outside to Schreiber-Wachnick. Schreiber-Wachnick passes over to Carson. Carson back to Schreiber-Wachnick. Lifts it in the air, off the head of Ito and wide of the net. 2-0, still the Brookline lead, and the Warriors have really been controlling possession here as a sub comes in for Brookline. Number 30, Eli Traub, replacing number 31, Andrew Bacon. Number 4 kicks it upfield, deflected into the air. Deflected several different ways, taken by Brookline. Nice pass to the outside to Ito. Ito sends a kick, walled off by the keeper and booted out of the box. Schreiber-Wachnick heads it along. Tap pass, and it's knocked out of bounds. Schreiber-Wachnick throws it in to Traub. Traub taps it along for Kapusta, but it's knocked away from him. Number 3 boxing out and letting it roll, and that's going to be a goal kick. Goal kick, bouncing along. Lockwood's got it. Pass goes back to Speecher, sent up the line to Ito. Ito dribbling with some space, coming across the middle. Sends a pass to the outside to Carson. Carson knocks it back to Ito, knocked out of bounds by 59. Boy, Ito was just dribbling around one defender and then another, coming all the way from side to side there. Throw in now towards the box, deflects back, chased down by Lockwood and knocked back. Lifted high. Oh, wait, that's deflecting away from his hands. That one is in. Joshua Bittner. A wild goal, that one, and the Revere keeper has got to be feeling rough about that one. That one just deflected the wrong way off his hands. Either way, 3-0 Brookline. Bittner gets the goal, assisted by Nate Lockwood. Revere trying to dribble across midfield. Number 7 cut off by Carson. Ball's knocked away. Pass around to number 3. Now ahead, and it's walled off by Zhang. Passed up to Lockwood, taken away from him by number 10, taken back by Zhang. Pass up to Lockwood. Lockwood, his pass deflects over to Kapusta. Pass sent outside, and it's knocked up the field a couple times. Zhang gets it to Lockwood. Lockwood back to Bittner. Now up the field to Torres. Torres, pass outside to Schreiber-Wachnick. Schreiber-Wachnick, his pass deflects ahead, but it gets to Carson. Now his kick is deflected, walled off by Revere. Long kick, slightly headed away by Bittner, gets to Zhang, pass to Lockwood. Lockwood to the outside to Ito. Ito dribbling, pass for Torres. Torres dribbling, looking, firing, missing just wide. Counting off the goals so far, we've got one by Eli Traub, assisted by Frederick Schreiber-Wachnick. We've got one by Owen Hoffman that I think I would score unassisted. And then we've got one by Josh Bittner, assisted by Nate Lockwood. 3-0, the Brookline lead. Goal kick from Revere. Bouncing along. After the deflection, it's taken by Lockwood. Sent back to Bittner. Launched high in the air. Chase for the ball, and that's just going to bounce out of bounds. Throw in. Gets to number 20. Being pursued by Engeland. He has to pass it back to number 3. Lifted. Goes off the head of Zhang. Stopped by Revere, pass to number 10. Number 10 fakes out his defender, dribbling long pass, broken up by Lockwood. Lockwood fights off the trip and now gets the whistle. Looks like they're going to let Smagula take the free kick here. They're setting up to go right on the attack off this free kick. Line drive towards the box, bounced off the head the wrong way, and the goalie lets it bounce, and that's going to be a corner kick. He needed to pick that one up. Torres lining up for the corner. Sent towards the box. Little too high. Headed out by Revere. Controlled by Lockwood. Lockwood fires a shot, and it's saved by the keeper. Lockwood already with 1 point today, having assisted on Bittner's goal. Almost got another one there. Keeper punts it. Bouncing along. Knocked down. Battle for the ball is recovered by Lockwood. Passed up to Ito. Ito passes. Gets to the middle. Broken up. And now lost out of bounds. It'll be Brookline ball. Thrown in by number 19, Zachary Lee. Lee throws it into Ito. Ito passes along to Traub. Traub fights off a defender. He's off to the races. Ball deflected away from him, and number 3 slices it way out of bounds into the woods. And that's going to be another corner for Brookline. This will be their first corner coming from the far side. 3-0, the Brookline advantage here in the first half. And the Warriors still pressing their advantage. Corner kick from Torres. Off the head of Engeland, but wide. It was a good read on where the ball was going to land by Engeland. But it can be so much tougher, at least I think, coming from a layman's observation, to get those headers when you're behind somebody as opposed to when you box them out in front of them. Just have a slightly less good view of the ball coming in. Zhang now with the ball. Passes it back to Smagula, who taps it along to Bittner, who sends it back to Smagula, kicks it upfield, gets all the way to Traub. Traub fakes the long kick and dribbles along, sends a kick, deflects, gets to his target. That's Amaral. Amaral's shot is walled off, goes back to Lockwood. Lockwood, kick to the outside, finds Lee. Lee sends it up to Ito. Ito, dribbling. Getting around one, tries to fake his way around another, but loses the ball. Number 2 now dribbling with it. Pass across. Now this pass is too far, and it's just going to roll out of bounds. Number 27, Timur Tunkman, to throw it in. Thrown into Bittner. Lifted across midfield off the head of number 3. Bittner kicks it again. Rolls over to Engeland. Pass to the middle to Torres. Torres sends a kick deflected. Knocked back by Revere. Across midfield it goes. Headed back by Bittner. And they're going to call a foul as Bittner got tripped up by 54. That'll be a free kick for Brookline. And again, they're going to bring Smagula all the way out of the net to launch this one. Launches it towards the box, off ahead and wide. They almost did a 2-header hit there. As Tunkman was looking for the second header, that would have been insane. Kicked into number 3, passed up the line to 8, knocked to the middle. Weird deflections, and it's taken by Traub, tapped over to Torres. Torres fakes out his defender. Torres with a shot, and that one's easy money! Jad Torres off the assist from Eli Traub. Oh no, they're calling it back due to offsides. So no goal there. Deflected back by Lockwood. Now off ahead, it's taken by Torres. Lifted in the air and knocked away by Revere. Kicked back by Zhang, goes to Amaral. Amaral dribbling, he taps it back to Lockwood. Now kicked up to Engeland. Tap for Traub. Traub Turns, looks, passes out to Amaral, who lifts one. That's going to go too high and over the bar. So tough, those offsides calls in soccer, because they always come right when you're getting the juiciest opportunity to score. And the reason it's so juicy is because you're offsides. This one kicked back by Amaral, gets to Torres. Torres fakes a guy out of his shoes, launches a shot, and that's high. Torres almost got his goal anyway. Number 59 lining up to take the goal kick for Revere. Swan lifted in the air, bouncing along, and passed from Tunkman over to Lockwood, back to Bittner, lifted in the air. Now knocked away, off the head of Amaral, downed by Traub. Traub stepping up, now passing outside to a wide open Engeland, crashing towards the net, and his shot is wide. The defender crashing in really took away what little angle Engeland had for a shot. And there is the whistle for halftime. Our score at half, Brookline 3, Revere 0. Wow, we got a interesting one in the live chat. Go Brookline, watching live from London, from Fipasica. That is awesome. I always love hearing about where people are tuning in from. Just shows what, great privilege we are afforded in this age of the internet. Whoops. So halftime, 3-0 Brookline. Goals from Eli Traub, assisted by Frederick Schreiber-Wachnick. One unassisted by Owen Hoffman. And then one from Josh Bittner, assisted by Nate Lockwood. And at this time, at this halftime intermission, I'd like to take a moment for a local charity spotlight. I'd like to tell you about the Brookline Food Pantry. The Brookline Food Pantry provides groceries to Brookline residents in need of food assistance. The pantry saw a huge increase in demand for food assistance at the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, and that number has remained steadily high ever since. The food pantry has been serving an average of 650 households each week, more than 4 times the rate of families served pre-COVID. Brookline Food Pantry is fighting the good fight against hunger in our community, and they are always looking for more people willing to lend a hand, whether through monetary donations, direct food donations, or volunteers in the pantry. Food donations can be made at United Parish Church at 210 Harvard Street in Brookline on Wednesdays and Fridays from 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Monetary donations can be made online at the food pantry's website, brooklinefoodpantry.org. You can also go online to that same website or call 617-800-5339 for more information about how you can volunteer with the pantry and help feed your community. Once again, that's brooklinefoodpantry.org or call 617-800-5339. And as always, you can find all the information you need about the Brookline Food Pantry in the description section of this video down below. You'll find that same website and phone number I just gave you down in the description section. Brookline 3, Revere 0. I'm Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, live at Beaver Country Day School in Brookline, Massachusetts. I'm going to be going off the mic for just a little bit, but these are short half times, so I'll be right back. Stay tuned. Hello everyone, back on the mic. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan coming to you live from Beaver Country Day School in Brookline, Massachusetts for today's high school JV boys soccer contest between the Brookline High Warriors and the Revere High Minutemen. 3-0 the score in favor of the home team Brookline as we get ready for the second half. Goals in the first half coming for Brookline from Eli Traub, assisted by Frederick Schreiber-Wachnick, from Owen Hoffman, unassisted, and from Josh Bittner, assisted by Nate Lockwood. There's the kick, and we're underway. Revere trying to work it upfield, instantly taken away, and then deflected back to the keeper, and it rolls almost out of bounds. They desperately get a pass off. They're trying to pass it. It goes right to Torres. Torres trying to dribble around. He gets control of the ball back, fires a shot, knocked away, easy, rebound missed. Oh, William Engeland almost had a very quick goal to start the second half. Brookline came very close to their fourth goal about 4 or 5 times in that opening stretch of play to start the second half here. And it looks like the Revere keeper is actually coming out. I don't know if he's hurt or just exhausted or demoralized. I mean, it's been a very tough day for him so far. But, I mean, he's hung in there and he's made some great saves. So, you know, I'd give credit to him for how valiantly he's stopped the Brookline attack. I mean, this score could be much more one-sided than it is. Number 59 kicks it up to midfield, stopped by Jason Rabat. Passed up to Eli Traub, tapped back, almost Rabat fights through. Santiago Sierra launches a kick, and that's going to go wide, and that's going to be a goal kick for Revere. Goal kick to come from number 4. Launches it. Knocked down into open space where it's taken by Torres. Torres coming around, launching a shot, and that goes high over the bar. Another goal kick for Revere. Sent to the near side to 23, kicked up the line to 19. 19 taps a pass back, intercepted by Traub. Traub working down the near side, tries a centering pass, knocked away by number 4. Santiago Sierra comes down with it, turning around, centering pass, gets to Torres. Torres fires a shot, and it goes high again. Torres, who had a goal called back in the first half due to offsides, feels like he really wants the goal he was denied in the first half. This one stolen again. That's Bruno Amaral trying to fight his way through, but lost the ball. Revere kicks it upfield. It's a race to the ball. Knocked away by Jason Rabat, gets to Josh Bittner. Bittner could not keep it in bounds, Revere ball. Revere throws it in, knocked away by Rabat, kicked back by number 10, bouncing close, knocked away by Benjamin Speecher, and out of bounds. And this will be the first corner kick of the day for Revere. And we've actually got a new keeper in net for Brookline now. So Alex Magula manned the net in the first half. I'm not quite sure who's manning the net now because, again, no jersey numbers on the roster for the keepers. So again, live chat, if you recognize who that is, I encourage you to let me know in the live chat. Corner kick sailing in, headed out immediately by Engeland, almost taken, but Engeland boots it away again. Now 59 tries to send a kick in, walled off by Rabat, booted in the air by Lockwood. Traub chasing it down with no offsides, sends a pass out to the outside to Engeland. Shot is walled off by the keeper, and that's going to roll out of bounds. Looks like they're going to have Rabat throw this one in. Throw in, downed by Traub, kicked, and rolls just wide. Oh, and they're saying it was deflected out by a Revere defender. So there's actually going to be a corner kick for Brookline. Torres lifts it. Too high. Deflected away. Chased down by Frederick Schreiber-Wachnick. Passed back to Rabat. Rabat launches a long kick. Knocked away by the keeper. Number 4 knocks it. Not quite out of bounds. 59 takes it. Traub fighting for the ball. He gets it to Engeland somehow. Lost the ball. Walled off by too many defenders, and it's cleared out. Knocked down by Rabat. Bittner gets a foot on it. Schreiber-Wachnick gets a head on it. Sent back to Rabat. Lifted high in the air. Torres trying to chase after it. It's knocked away. Out of bounds. That'll be another corner for Brookline. Again, you can't really see Torres through the fence from this angle, but he is taking the corner. Off ahead and in! Count that one off the head of Bruno Amaral. Assisted by Jad Torres off the corner kick. 4-0 Brookline, and the new keeper for Brookline has been identified as Edward Teddy Brooks. Thanks again to Jack Fitzgerald. You've been an MVP in the live chat all day for me, Jack. So goal number 4 scored by Brookline. Bruno Amaral on the header off the corner kick assist from Jad Torres. So Torres has not been able to get the goal he was denied in the first half, but he has now got an assist. Throw in. Deflects off ahead. Chased down by Revere. Lifted into open space. Sierra races after it. Sierra's got a bit of room. Centering kick. Headed away. Into the air. Couldn't quite kick it in, and it's knocked out. Racing in is Rabat, who launches a shot well high. When you're running that far and that fast, it is so hard to keep the kick low. I mean, every time you see someone run in for a kick like that, the trajectory is always up. Kick in the air. Deflected down by Sierra. Sierra taps it off the mark, cleared out by number 4. Oh, it's knocked away. Big chance for Revere, and stolen away at the last second by Rabat. Gets it out to Lockwood. Lockwood's kick walled off. Revere staying on the attack, but now it's knocked loose by Lockwood, and that one's going to deflect out of bounds off the body of Sierra. Quick throw in to number 8. Lockwood walls him off, passes back to Speecher, and it's kicked upfield, and it's a race to the ball. And the keeper has to rush in and fall on it. But he falls on it just outside the lines of the goalie box. So that's actually a handball, and that's actually going to be a free kick for Brookline to be taken by Torres, who was putting on the pressure in the first place. Lifts it, deflects away. Schreiber-Wachnick chases it down, passes it back to Rabat. Rabat kicks it up, and Traub could not fight through his defender. It's knocked away. Schreiber-Wachnick recovers, again knocked away. Number 2 trying to force it upfield, knocked away by Lockwood. Tapped back to Rabat and sent upfield to Engeland, but he couldn't keep it in bounds. Revere ball. It's a rare thing you see a handball called on a goalie, but it can happen. Just got to stay aware of where the lines for the box are. Amaral sends it back, booted into the air. Traub's got it, but he's being fended off by number 4. He's trying to kick it upfield. Traub recovers, passes back to Schreiber-Wachnick. Now to the middle to Lockwood. Now to the near side to Sierra. Sierra kicks it towards the box, deflected over to Torres. Torres, the centering kick, is knocked just wide by number 4. So this will be another corner for Brookline, and it's actually going to be kicked by the one who scored the header goal, Bruno Amaral. Or no, it isn't. Now Torres is coming in to do the corner kick. High in the air it goes. Off ahead, but wrong angle. Just a little too high for Engeland to get the angle he needed. Lifted high in the air. Headed down by Rabat. Taken by number 8. Kicks it into open space. Deflected by a number of players and controlled by Torres. Torres lost track of it for a second, but gets a pass to Amaral, launches a shot, and that's going to bounce wide and almost hit someone who is walking along the back line. Quick goal kick from Revere. Sent up to number 19. Long kick. Was covered by Tony Zhang, but is scooped up by Teddy Brooks. Brooks punts this one, gets perfectly to Torres. Torres lost track of the ball for a sec, and 19 kicked it out of bounds. Speecher throws it in, knocked back, and knocked out of bounds by number 19. And we've got a whole bunch of subs coming in for Brookline. I see number 31, Andrew Bacon. Number 4, Seiichi Ito. Number 27, Timur Tunkman. And I think one more that I might have missed. And that one's knocked out of bounds by Ito. And it'll be a Revere ball. Looks like the last sub checking in was number 23, Owen Hoffman. Throw in is knocked back, and they just missed it. Rolls out of bounds, Brookline ball. Throw in, taken by Torres, passed back to Speecher, knocked away by 19, and knocked upfield by 7, taken by 6, cut off by Lockwood. Lockwood back to Speecher and knocked away by 19. Chased down by Zhang. Kicked upfield. Controlled by Amaral. Pass up to Ito. Ito sends a pass through just off timing from Torres. Ball's knocked back and taken by Speecher. Speecher fights through one defender. Lifts it towards the box. Just a little too far. He was trying to set something up for Bacon, but just slightly off timing. Goal kick. Deflects a couple different ways. Taken by number 6. Pass. Gets to its target. It's a race to the ball, and it's covered up by Brooks. Schreiber-Wachnick providing the coverage and slowing down the opposing striker. Brooks punts it. Bouncing along, kicked in the air. Off the head of 6. Now booted back by Schreiber-Wachnick. Or no, yes, by Schreiber-Wachnick. Now Torres passed to the outside. Hoffman's trying to chase this one down. He gets there. Fakes. Gets around his defender. Tries a pass. It's broken up. Deflected into the air. Headed out by 59. Taken by Hoffman again. And this kick is deflected out of bounds. That's going to be another Brookline corner. Torres lining up for another corner kick. He's got 1 assist off these already. Up high, off the head of Amaral, but wide this time and booted out of the box. Stopped by Schreiber-Wachnick, pass back to Tunkman. Up to Lockwood. Lockwood lifts it too far, and it's just going to be taken in the arms of the keeper. Keeper punts it. Downed by number 6, broken up by Amaral and taken by Lockwood. Pass back to Tunkman. Tunkman lifts it ahead, bouncing along, gets to Hoffman, tries a pass walled off by 59. He had Bacon on his left calling for that pass, but number 59, the point in between that straight line. Throw in goes back to Amaral. Tapped back to Schreiber-Wachnick. Lifted. Oh, that's in. Oh my gosh. That was tough to see because of the sun and because it looked for a second like it hit the side of the net, the outside of the net instead of the inside. But it was the inside, so that's a goal for Frederick Schreiber-Wachnick. 5-0 Brookline. Everyone was confused by that one, even the crowd. One of the sneakiest goals you're ever going to see. Knocked down by Speecher, but taken by Revere. Number 6 sends a kick through. Got a brief, okay, very brief disconnection, okay. Throw in goes to number 8. Taken by 33. Wrestled away from him by Amaral. Knocked out of bounds by 19. Throw in from Speecher. Knocked from Ito to Amaral. Amaral trying to down it, but a lot of dark blue shirts in there. Lifted towards midfield, but knocked away by the Minutemen. Pass back to 4 is walled off by Torres. The ball is pinballing. Now Amaral boots it. Number 4 launches it high across midfield. Sent back by Speecher. Bouncing along. Race to the ball. Number 4 boots it upfield to 23, who sends it up to 19. 19 dribbling. Sends a pass. Gets to 33, but stolen back by Speecher. Speecher sending it upfield to Ito. Ito trying to find his opening, sends a pass, knocked away by 54. 54 gets it to number 8. Now up to 33, knocked away by Zhang. And that one's going to roll out of bounds. Throw in from 23, gets to 10. 10 pass, stolen by Hoffman. Hoffman fires a shot, and it's saved by the keeper. Hoffman almost with his second goal of the day. And it's going to be a corner kick for Brookline, as it looks like a few subs have come in, and so now this corner kick to be taken by Seiichi Ito. High in the air. Deflects, and that one's kicked in. No offsides call, and that is a clean goal. Trying to see the jersey number of who got that one. That one was, in fact, Owen Hoffman. Owen Hoffman with his second goal of the day, and we've got a timeout called with Brookline leading this one 6-0. That one just deflected a couple different ways after it was sent into the box. I don't know who I would give the assist to on that one. Looks like the Wi-Fi is starting to act a little spotty. Let me know if it gets really egregiously bad for you guys on your end, or if OBS Studio is just scaring me for no reason. Either way, a dominant 6-0 lead for the Warriors so far. Still here in the second half. Unfortunately, no scoreboard clock, so I can't tell you how much time we've got left. But I can tell you, out of the 6 goals presently on the board for Brookline, we've got 2 goals from Owen Hoffman, and then 1 goal apiece from Eli Traub, Bruno Amaral, Josh Bittner, and I feel like I'm missing one. And Frederick Schreiber-Wachnick. Of course I missed that one. That was the one that nobody realized was a goal for like 5 seconds. So I don't know why the Wi-Fi is going on the fritz now, but hopefully this is just temporary and we're able to get to the end of this game no problem. If not, I will check the broadcast when I get home, and if it's really egregiously bad, I will upload a recorded version. Coming out of the timeout now off the goal from Owen Hoffman, Brookline's second score off a corner kick. Pass goes back to 4, lifted high in the air. Bouncing along, number 6 had it for a sec actually, but it's going to be just barely cleared out by Tunkman. Now knocked out of bounds by Zach Lee. Quick throw into 33. His pass again knocked out of bounds off Lee. Another throw in, bouncing all the way back to 23. Pass to the middle, broken up by Aiden Kapusta. Brookline tries to work it upfield, lost track of the ball, booted away by Revere. Scooped up by Brooks. Rolls it in to, I believe, Schreiber-Wachnick. Give and go with Lockwood. Kicked upfield to Kapusta. Now further upfield, controlled by Matthew Carson. His pass was intercepted, taken back by the Minutemen. They work it across midfield to 54. 54 lifts it, walled off by Tunkman. 59 recovers. Dribbling. Sends a pass back. Broken up and stolen by Kapusta. Pass goes upfield. Ito's chasing after it. Ito's got it. Launches a centering kick. It's deflected. Deflected again. Downed by Carson. Knocked away from him. Lockwood had it for a second but slipped and fell. Taken by number 8. Passed out to number 10. 10's pass is knocked away by... No, he just missed. Pressure was coming from Ito. Throw in, downed by Bacon, but taken by Kapusta. He just launches the shot, punched out. Bacon tried to deflect it back in, but couldn't. Ito downs it. Ito coming around the edge, along the baseline, still faking around. Shot is walled off, I believe, by either number 3 or number 4. Clearing kick is knocked away. Gets to Hunter Okusick. Pass back to Bittner. Long pass to the near side to Ito. Ito passes it over to Okusick. Okusick dribbles through a hole. His kick is wide, but Bacon's there, and Bacon knocks it off the post. Even with 6 goals, Brookline has had some tantalizing near misses. Schreiber-Wachnick kicks it, deflects. Okusick had it for a sec. And now we've got a penalty against Brookline. Looks like the Wi-Fi has settled itself down now. Kick across midfield to 54. 54 tripped up by Okusick, and that's going to be another foul on Brookline. Another free kick for the Minutemen. This one by number 4. Number 4 launches a long shot. Nice save by Brooks. Teddy Brooks facing the only real challenge Brookline has seen defensively. Well, I would say there was one more, but it was walled off by the defenders. I would say the toughest challenge any keeper has faced for Brookline today. And he comes through with a great reach. Corner kick. Up high. Over everybody. Number 7 chases it down. Passes it out to number 4. Number 4 trying to pass it along. It deflects back to him. Now sending a pass through for 7. Knocked away by Lee. And Bittner passes it back to Lee, who sends it up to Santiago Sierra. Sierra's pass gets all the way up to Kapusta. Passed back to Okusick. Back outside to Sierra. Sierra sending it up to Kapusta. And there's the offsides call. Quick free kick by Revere. Kicked up fields, wrestling for the ball. 54 gets it. His pass too far, cut off by Schreiber-Wachnick, but recovered by 54. 54 launches a shot, walled off by Lee, recovered by 7. Pass goes back. Now another pass across, intercepted by Sierra. He passes up to Okusick. His pass knocked away. And now we've got another foul call against Okusick. Number 4 lining up to take the free kick once again for Revere. Lifted in the air. Headed the wrong way, and Speecher recovers it, but leaves it for Schreiber-Wachnick. Headed. Deflected back and forth. Schreiber-Wachnick kicks it upfield. Revere takes it back. Pass intercepted by Okusick. Passed up to Kapusta. Kapusta sending a through pass. Perfectly placed for Bacon. Centering kick almost perfect, but knocked away at the last second. Now knocked back and forth. Speecher chases it down. And it's going to be knocked out of, either knocked out of bounds or a foul against Revere. Either way, Brookline ball. Looks like it will be called a foul, and Speecher will take the free kick. Launches it, and that's going to go high and wide. This one deflected down by Speecher. Passed for Okusick. Deflected away, gets to Sierra. Sierra Dribbling around, pass to Okusic, back to Lee. Lee over to Sierra. Sierra launches one, curving, headed away by number 10, downed by Carson. Carson sliced it off his leg, off the head of Bacon, off the boot of number 4, and out of the box. Number 7 dribbling along, cut off by Bittner. Now 23 sends it across to 8. Pass goes up to 59, now back to 8. 8 back to 10, back up to 8. And now up to 7. 7 goes up the line and out of bounds. That'll be a goal kick for Brookline. Brooks lifts it to midfield, deflected and taken by number 8, but then stolen by Okusic. Okusic sending a leading kick, but it's cut off by number 10 and booted out of bounds. That's going to be a corner for Brookline. Heading over to take the corner kick is number 14, Hunter Okusic. This one sent towards the box, and that hits the outside of the net, and that's going to be a goal kick. See, that's what we all thought had happened when Schreiber Wachnick scored his goal. We thought it had hit the outside of the net. And it's funny because it really wasn't until the goalie went inside the net to go get the ball that I realized, oh wait, that was a goal. Number 4 lifts it, downed by Okusic, deflects over to Sierra. Sierra pass back to Okusic, and the give and go just too far. And that's going to be out of bounds, Revere ball. Throw in back to 10. 10, his pass deflected right to Bacon. Bacon trying to fight through to the defenders, gets a pass across to Carson, and Carson knocks it in. Matt Carson off the assist from Andrew Bacon. That was a wild push through multiple defenders by Bacon, and just when it seemed like his last kick was going to be off the mark, it ends up going to the perfect spot for Matt Carson to knock it in. 7-0 in favor of Brookline here in the second half. Kick back to 4. Lifted in the air, bouncing along, and taken by Brooks. Brooks punts it. Long punt. This is actually a chase for the ball. Traub trying to force it through, but his kick is high and wide. Almost an assist for the keeper there. Pass. Number 10 dribbles. Pass up to 59. Knocked away by Okusic. Pass out to Speecher. Speecher lifts one way too high, and that's going to be another goal kick. Revere has their original keeper back in the net. I neglected to mention that earlier. Not sure why he came out, but it seems whatever reason there was, he is okay. '59 lifts it off the head of Okusic. Downed by Sierra. Sierra taps one to Okusic, now back to Lee. Lee over to Speecher, and we've got a whistle. I think they just called a foul against Revere. So Lee is going to get the free kick. Lee lifts this one, that's too high, and that'll be another goal kick for Revere. Looks like we've got a new sub in for Brookline. That's a different number 24, because that's not Tony Zhang. I don't know who that is wearing the bright yellow shorts, but I don't know, maybe live chat can help me again. Passed up the line, kicked to the middle, and it's wide and out of bounds. Number 59 lifts it. Off ahead. Chased down by the new 24. Pass to the outside to Engeland, who taps it along for Torres. Torres fakes, takes the ball. Tries to fake again, but he's walled off, and that's going to force another corner kick. Torres lining up for another corner kick. Brookline has scored 2 of its 7 goals so far off of corners. Lifted towards the box, off ahead, and that's just high. Coming off the head of the new number 24. It was just missed. Lifted in the air, bouncing along. Schreiber-Wachnick chases it down. Ball is out of bounds, and it's going to be a Revere ball. Throw in. Kicked up in the air. Along the far sideline, knocked out of bounds, still Revere ball. Another throw in. Deflecting several ways. Revere with a bit of a chance inside the box and booted away off the big boot of Zach Lee. Revere trying to clear it, but it's taken. That's Torres. Torres sending it to the middle, knocked away. And Lee swooping in and taking the ball, passing over to Sierra. Sierra sends it across to Lee. Lee lifts it too far wide, and that's going to be another goal kick. Oh, it's Smagula that was wearing the yellow shorts, but that mystery solved right as the final whistle blows. The final score here at Beaver Country Day School in Brookline, Massachusetts. The Brookline High Warriors 7, the Revere High Minutemen 0. You know, I could talk all day about how great Brookline played out here today, how dominant they were, and I will definitely give them their dues for that, but also let's make sure not to forget to give dues to Revere. They were clearly outmatched today, but, you know, they never stopped, always put up a valiant fight. And, you know, any given year in any given sport, it could be Brookline on the other side of these one-sided contests. So I always say appreciate a team, even, you know, if you dominate them, just to appreciate that they always kept fighting and never stopped. That said, let's take a look back at the goals for Brookline. I'm going to do my best to keep track of them all. We had 2 goals scored by Owen Hoffman, one of them definitely unassisted, one of them I'm not so sure. We had 1 goal each from Matt Carson, Bruno Amaral, Eli Traub, Frederick Schreiber-Wachnick, and Josh Bittner. Among the many with assists, Torres had at least 1. And I know Schreiber-Wachnick had 1. Traub might have had 1, I don't remember. I know Lockwood had 1, and I know Bacon had 1. It's just so hard keeping track of every single score. It was really a goal fest for Brookline, not the kind of score you expect to see in a soccer match. But that is our final score. 7-0, the Warriors defeat the Minutemen here at Beaver Country Day School in Brookline, Massachusetts. Thank you all so much for tuning in today. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. If you enjoyed this broadcast here today, be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all my upcoming live streams. Got plenty of Brookline Warriors sports on the docket, so be sure to stay tuned for that. Subscribing to the channel can help. If there's anything you'd like to say, but the live stream is over, so you can't say it in the live chat, then you can say it in the comment section down below. You can also go down below to the description section of the video, where you can find information about our local charity spotlight, the Brookline Food Pantry. Find the link to their website and their phone number, so you can find out how you can help feed your community here in Brookline. Also, check out the bottom right corner of your screen. You'll see the URL to my personal website, jessesports.com. Find out more about me, the freelance sportscasting services that I provide, and how you can commission those services for your favorite team or player. Directly below that is my email address, jgms88@gmail.com, if you just want to email me directly with any questions or requests you may have. And then below that is the URL to my Instagram account, instagram.com/jgms88. Follow me on Instagram, where I post highlights from previous live streams, including this one. You can expect to see plenty of highlights from this one up on my Instagram in a couple of days, so be sure to follow me there. But other than that, that's going to do it. From Beaver Country Day School in Brookline, Massachusetts, I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. Final score, Brookline 7, Revere 0. Thank you all for watching, and have a great rest of your weekend.
I learned while I listened to you. It's like, wow, this is good.